My name is James Williams Jr. Welcome to Kung Fu Habit number 2. I guess it didn't get rid of the pictures, but it worked somewhat. But anyway, I've had a fairly decent weekend. As I'm coming off of a weekend, I got to do some Comic-Con stuff for my birthday and things like that. And it's been a pretty chill weekend. I got some networking done. I talked to an actress. I have her name on the flyer in the car. I can't remember it right now, but anyway, hopefully she will be looking into this so that she could see that I wasn't BSing when I gave her the card and she could find my videos here on YouTube. So first, let me talk to you guys at YouTube, alright? Because this is it's not important to you as it is important to me. Alright, then again, it might be important. I guess everybody has their own level of importance. So as an unknown independent filmmaker, actor, slash, whatever you want to call me, first, let me thank all my followers on YouTube. Thank you guys very much for taking whatever time out of your day to hear me rant and rave about things that I have no concept or power of changing, and that it is what it is. So thank you to all my followers, all 12 of you. Now, yes, I'm texting while blogging. Should probably be a crime. There are a lot of things that should be crimes in my book, and we will go into that in the second video if I remember. But, there has, as an out-of-work independent filmmaker, or a person who hasn't been discovered yet, and at 43, I've put up a lot of videos. I don't really have a massive following. I thank the people that do follow me, because you mean a lot to me, because without you, I probably would close this thing out by now. I got into this thing thinking that, since YouTube is like the gateway to fame, I thought I'd give it a try. I've had little to no success with this. So, I haven't quit. I'm not going to quit. Physically I have some issues. But, it is what it is. Now, what the deuce? Hopefully you guys are still seeing this as I try to remove this join Wi-Fi thing out of my face. Alright, so as things in progress, the weekend was pretty good. My grandmother had an 85th birthday party. Things were going well, as well as things can be expected with my family. There actually wasn't any arguments or fights. Lots of jokes, some user-friendly, some not so friendly. I'm sorry for yawning. I probably just put you guys to sleep. Well, anyway, so, let me, I had things I wanted to write down and talk about, but they're at home. So if I find the list at home, I'll get on that. The thing with acting, I'm going to focus on this now. The thing with acting, one, it's a whole lot harder to get discovered due to location. And location is everything. As an out-of-work filmmaker and an independent filmmaker who hasn't been discovered, I will tell you the hardest part of acting is probably just keeping a straight face when you're delivering a crazy scene or whatever. I will say this also because I speak well in front of the camera. That's because I love being in front of the camera. It makes me feel alive. It's a whole lot easier to be undiscovered than discovered. And the thing about most acting is it's mostly luck and timing, and apparently I have neither. So that's that in a nutshell. And the thing is, it's always somebody out there hungrier than you. And I'll keep bringing up this list because I stopped going to casting calls due to the simple fact that there aren't enough ethnic writers writing about ethnic life. So most of the heroes are going to be white, and that's acceptable, for the most part. So now let me talk to all you local independent filmmakers in Virginia, from anywhere in Virginia. This is what I've been meaning to blog about for the longest time. Because here in Charlottesville, I know I'm not the only one that's making independent films here. There are some other people. I've seen you. I don't know what you're doing, and I don't approach people on their films, but I do let people approach me on mine because, any insight that can help me make a great movie is very well taken insight. I've seen you on East Market Street to that person, and I've seen you actually somewhere downtown, the same places that I have filmed, and all the people who have been in my films. Y'all know how I roll. Um, we should probably all find a means of getting together and meeting somewhere to have a discussion about certain studios here in Virginia that don't want to make movies. I will not say their name on camera. I've been at war with them since they turned me away the very first day, and they've also had promise of Hollywood East, but won't give independent filmmakers who are mostly ran by actors who are trying to break into the business. And I've been trying to break into business since 2000 and whatever. Yeah, I know it's almost been 20 years, and I haven't had any success at all. And along comes YouTube, and I'm still not having any success. But I haven't really quit. Somewhere out there, someone's gonna see what I can do, and they're gonna say, "That's the guy." Whoever you are, hopefully you'll see me before I'm dead. But anyway, we should all have some kind of forum to, not. I'm not really like dogging on SAG or anything because everybody can't afford to join SAG. All right, it's just a common sense denominator. If you're on the East Coast, if you're not living in New York or Florida, there's a whole lot of us actors who just can't afford SAG. But as an independent filmmaker, we should have some forum. So I'm calling on all you independent filmmakers here in Charlottesville or in Virginia in general to hit me up and let me know stuff. Let me know what I'm doing wrong because clearly I'm not making it. Now physically, I can no longer do the kung fu stuff that you see on all my other videos on Kung Fu Havoc 1 and this current channel. And it's funny that we don't have an independent filmmaker con in Virginia to showcase our own stuff. Now there's a studio that I have mentioned in other videos, and I have not said their name due to the fact that I don't want any legal trouble, but you guys know who you are. You still have a copy of my very first movie, which I'm also going to try to put up on here sometime soon. That's not a broker's promise. I just got to figure out how to make the tech work. If I can figure out how to make the tech work, then it won't be an issue, and it will be up here. And if not, then I'll just go talk to someone at the university and see if they can help me. So, moving on. It's not fair, reasonably fair, to say we're gonna give you guys Hollywood chances, and then don't. No casting calls, no no setups. There's no agencies around here that can help us out. And if they are, where's your phone numbers? Because I can't find you. And maybe if I could have found you 15 years ago, maybe my career would have taken off a long time ago. Maybe I'd have tried comedy. Something, anything to get a better life than what I'm doing. And the thing is, most of us who want to be actors, we're not doing this mostly for money or fame. We're doing it because we want to be happy. And if fame and money helps you in that thing that makes you happy, it can't be that bad. But on the for real tip, it's so hard for us all as independent filmmakers to get someone to look at our stuff. So we have to produce it by ourselves, and we have to find venues like YouTube or Facebook and even MySpace, if it still exists, and Vine and other social media outlets, because no one wants to give us a chance. No one wants to bank on us. No one wants to put their heart into their soul of the art in which we do. I have 3 genres of movies that I like. Just 3. They're not that difficult. No, porn's not on there. The 3 genres are simple. Horror films, kung fu films, and science fiction. And in a strange clusterfuck of truth, all those guys are related, because if you're in a horror film, someone knows martial arts. If you're in a science fiction film, someone knows martial arts. And if you're in a straight up kung fu film, someone knows martial arts. And the thing is that each one of these genres actually needs someone who actually can beat someone's ass and save the day. Granted, that someone doesn't always have to be a man. Doesn't always have to be a white man. Doesn't always have to be a black man. Doesn't always have to be an Asian man. It can be a woman. I'm willing to make movies with anybody, and everybody. And as long as I can fight, choreograph, even if I can't be in the film, I can still teach people how to do kung fu, because that's what I do. And the thing about it is that when you're trying to make certain movies, Most people don't care, or in layman's terms, they don't give a damn. So they want you to just uh, grin and bear it until you give up. So for those like me who just have that unquenchable desire to not give up, I say we find a way to give Hollywood the finger and give studios that promise us Hollywood BS lies the finger, because it's in fact your job if you're a movie studio. And I don't give a damn who you are, even the studio I'm specifically angry at, because my career could have took off years ago if a certain actor who came to a certain city in my state would have honored their word about giving us all Hollywood chances and the opportunities for actors in Virginia to do that, act in Virginia. I'm going to break it down for you. Personally, my dad was in bad health, and this studio was perfect. I wouldn't have had to go to LA in case something happened to him. It's only an hour away from where he lives. So if you can't get a flight out of LA when your parent died, or you can't leave whatever movie set you're on if something happens to your parent. But my parents live in Virginia. The studio's in Virginia. I should be working in Virginia, so that if something happens, and if the studio directors and producers and screenwriters and all that have some kind of heart, I would hope that they would let me take off a day or two to go check on my parent. So my mom is the only living parent I have left, and her health isn't much better than my dad's was. But my dad died in a car wreck. And I'm not trying to give you guys a sob story so I can get more followers or any of that shit. I'm laying you down with the freaking truth. Simple as that. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, without naming the studio. Just know that they're here in Virginia, and the promise of Hollywood East was pretty much the promise of, I'm going to ram my finger right up your ass, because that's basically what it feels like. So, none of my mom's in bad health, and the studio hasn't moved. I don't even know if they're using the studio, but in the same concept, Hollywood East. How can you make Hollywood East if you're not making movies? It shouldn't matter what the genre of movie is. Us independent filmmakers, we're struggling, because YouTube isn't always the success that it has been for other people. I'm number one proof of that. I have 12 followers. No, I may only have 13 now, maybe 6 again. If I have whatever I have, I'm grateful that I have you. If you're here and you choose to leave me, I'm not even going to hold that against you, because sometimes I don't want to look at my own videos. But the truth of the matter is simple. It's the people that make you who you are when it comes to movies. If you're going to be a famous Hollywood star, you're nothing without the fans. Nothing. So when I make my movies and people come to me in the Monticello Trail or the Rivanna Greenbelt or Skylane Drive, which I'm still trying to figure out if I can get up there and film, being that my legs don't allow me to do any walking, not that much walking anymore because of my hip replacement and the hip replacement that is needed. I'm thinking, why won't these guys give us a chance? Y'all promised us a chance, but you reneged on your promises of Hollywood East. And there's more than just that studio. There's other studios here that just are like, man, fuck it. You're not going to get it. Okay, I can understand. I can take no for an answer. But here's the thing. And independent filmmakers can agree with me or disagree with me or even give me the finger, rather it be the middle one or the thumbs up. It's the truth. If you're in the business of making movies to make money, then it shouldn't matter if the movie is a kung fu movie or, I'm sorry, your credit card has been declined, or drama. Stella. Yeah, I wasn't going to scream that. I'm at my place of employment, so that's just not a good idea. I wouldn't want anybody running up here thinking that I'm being attacked by some chick named Stella. Excuse me, they're in wheelchairs. I don't want anyone rolling up here as fast as they can thinking that I'm being attacked by a chick named Stella. So this has been 14 minutes of hell. So I'm going to stop this video and make a second part to this video. Alright, thank you.